to meet you.
How's things going? You good?
Yeah, busy, but good.
That's good.
Yeah, how about you?
Same.
Good. Your haircut.
Thank you.
Looks good. All right. Are you good, Jim?
Yep, right.
Let's hop right in.
Well,
It's on?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, welcome to the West Bath Planning Board meeting today, October 10th, 2024. I'm Gabe Whitney.
Jim Williams.
Jerry Mitchell.
This is Tracy.
And you are,
Aaron Park.
Kate Kasparek.
Nice to meet you.
what's your last name?
Kasparek.
Thank you.
So we've established a quorum. Any amendments to the agenda? Nope. Okay, great. So then we have you two. Do you guys want to kind of give us a brief or walk us through?
Happy to walk you through.
Great.
And what's the best way for you all? Just start from here and then refer to things as you go forward? Just go through the packet?
Yeah, I have the checklist.
They filled it out as part of that application.
Oh,
Um, So, if you could run through those two when you get to
You
it,
betcha.
that'd be good.
Okay.
So,
All right, well, starting at the top, we live at 92 Whistler's Cove Road, which is right at the end of the Tottens. On the second page, it's a single-family residence, and we have an existing sewage disposal, so we've got a septic system. And one thing John recommended is that we put an inspection in here, and you'll find that inspection in your packet. When we purchased it, let's see. Just wanted to point out a couple things. This was the inspection that we got, and we've done a couple things in order to remedy some of the things that we found when we purchased it. The first is that the inspector recommended we pump the system in a year, and so we pumped that in August. There was a part of the tank that was exposed, and we fixed that, and we replaced the pump with a grinder pump and a riser, so the septic's in good condition as far as
great. How'd the leach feel like?
it's good.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just fine, yeah. Let's see, there's another note in here. So the previous owners remedied the issues with the discharge pipe and installed a high water alarm panel.
Which
And,
works quite well, we noticed.
yeah, that's how we knew to put in the new grinder.
Yeah.
All right. Go to the septic.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
And on page 3, there are full computations within this packet, but we are proposing to do a 1.78% expansion of floor area and a 17.96% in volume. And it has not been, none of that has been used. None of the 30% in other cases has been used before.
Oh, wow.
And John went back through and checked historical records of West Bath to make sure that's the case.
Great. That's the news you guys wanted, huh?
Yeah.
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 I don't know how that goes. All right.
Right, and so on the checklist, you've got in your big pages the plan there. It's got the owner name, plan date, everything there that's been asked for, the arrow, the map, scale, and legend. So I don't know whether you want to ask about that now, or you want me to keep going through the checklist.
No, I mean, I can see the legend. Yeah, we'll just go through
Okay.
line by line. Is that good with you guys?
You
Yeah, good. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we've got the deed within the packet, showing that we purchased it in February. Boundaries and designations are on the survey, lot dimensions, property lines and area. We've got within here, the Tottens are our neighbors, and also next door to us, we have Lauren and Anthony DeRoss. They list themselves as 98 Whistler's Cove LLC. So those are the two budding property owners. You've got the right-of-ways on the survey, the location of the high tide Yeah.
Above the garage?
No, this little,
This?
it's a.
A bunkie?
Yeah.
it is.
It's got screens on it. So there, it shows the existing and proposed setback dimensions of structures. We said NA for areas of tree growth to be cleared because we're not going to, it's an existing house. Areas of cut, fill, grading, or earth moving, there are 2 areas that are shown in this packet. One on the side where we plan to put a kitchen expansion to the screen porch edge that exists today. And then in the back, that is not in the non-conforming area, push the bedroom out a little and bathroom.
So the survey plan doesn't show the addition?
Correct.
Okay.
But if you look in the packet, there is from the builder it shows where the foundation is supposed to go. After the pictures, after the
Which page is that?
look in here. Oh, I bet it's in this. Okay, after the abutting owners, there's another copy of the survey
In a small, in this
Okay.
small.
and the attachments there.
Yep, that's all right.
There it is, yes.
It's after, it should be, next page, right there.
Yeah.
And what it shows then is the area of the foundation build the 2 foundation build areas. And actually, as it turns out, from a budget standpoint, we're gonna do piers right here, so they're not even doing foundation on the part to the
Okay.
northeast.
You're doing piers on the northeast and
Yeah.
doing, with like a frost wall on the other one?
Foundation.
Cool.
Mhm.
So you up to where you're looking for setbacks?
What's that now?
What number are you up to? Where we're looking at setbacks, or
Oh, 13, so now we're going to 14.
can you tell me what the setbacks are gonna be, or what they are now?
Yes, so on the large survey, it's marked on there.
The large survey has,
I see these for the garage, but I don't see anything for the,
see the 75, there's a 75-foot, see that? I think it's an arc, right?
the 75-foot setback is from the shoreline.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it shows off the property line here, 45 and 44, but I don't see, oh,
It swings back through here.
okay, so this is 20 feet. Okay, oh, and this must be,
Yeah,
oh, there's the
Yeah,
75-foot
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Oh, there it is.
yeah,
It's labeled right there.
yeah.
So you're partially within the shoreline area.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the back
Okay.
area, the back of it, that's on the garage side,
Yeah.
is where the bedroom, bathroom is.
So your addition on the northeast side is going to be where the, part of the deck is now, is that,
It's where there's a screen porch.
okay.
So there's a screen porch where the addition is, and then there's an existing deck that looks out at the water that shows there.
Okay, so that, you're gonna add also a deck beyond that?
No, there is an
There's-
existing deck.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put, we'd like to put, that's where the volume increase is. On the deck, 2/3 of the deck, we're planning on putting a 3-season porch, but it's existing.
So you're not going out beyond
What's
where
the,
the existing deck is, in
No,
the porch, the covered porch?
that's right.
Okay.
All right, so I think we're up to 14. Location of wetland areas and their classification. We show the body of water there, but there's nothing else that's applicable. We are not in a flood hazard area, so NA. Location of the septic and the well is on the survey. In here, we have received a soil erosion and
Where's the
sedimentation.
well on the survey?
Here.
or there's,
Yeah, that's well.
Okay.
And the leach field's back over there.
Yeah.
Within the packet, the contractor has given us erosion control notes and his fence detail. So we have a plan for that.
So,
That's,
It's really big. In case people don't know the glasses.
okay. So who is the contractor?
His, 43 North is the legal name, and he's doing business as Tidalbrook Construction.
Title?
Tidalbrook Construction, out of Freeport.
So title work construction prepared on the erosion control plan?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
And then 18 and 19 are not applicable. Campbell Pond is there. And on the next checklist, so we have the application, you're looking at it. The right title register and properties there. We don't have an agent representing us, so not applicable. We've got location description is the address. Photos of building are in here. Complete site plot plan, we've been looking at that. Erosion and sediment control, we just talked about that. So the building plans, both existing and proposed, are in here. Copy of deed we talked about, expansion sketches to support the worksheet calculations, there's quite a bit in here showing that. Type and adequacy of water supply for expansion, we're not increasing the number of bedrooms or people living in the place, so we said NA, same with septic, driveway exists, and the affidavit for recording in Saginaw, we filled it out, but it's not signed, obviously, because we're not going to do that.
Existing on common,
so you're not doing anything in the garage, or are you?
We are, but John said just don't bring stuff in because it's really building permit, it's out as a non-conforming on the road.
Sweet.
Yep.
In your basement calculations, did you factor in that you're gonna have posts now?
That we're gonna have posts on the outside?
Yeah. Like are those, because you don't wanna cheat yourself out of the,
That's true, that's a good point. No,
you might, I don't know, you could, right, you won't, you could save all that area for later on if you wanted.
Mhm.
Which, I'm not sure which one it would
I
be.
don't think it added area though.
I mean
because
volume though, it added volume, right? Would it add?
They're posts,
I-
they're posts down there
There's, right, there are posts there. I don't think it added volume. I think the volume is all about the three-season porch on the deck.
now. We do have posts
There.
existing
That's true.
already.
I think that you're wondering though whether or not we added volume or with the foundation.
Right. You would add it in your basement, right?
That's interesting. Huh. Thank you for pointing that out.
What is the what the size of the, I don't know, fix that right now.
Well, no, I think that I want to do the calculations and make sure it's going to be all set. So, I mean, that's one of the things John said. So, we have a limited budget to do this. So there's the possibility, as an example, that we won't do the bump out of the bedroom and the bathroom. And so we were concerned about that going into the registry of deeds with something that wasn't accurate. That wouldn't affect the volume or, the volume or the square footage. But the question we have is, and what he said is he would say tonight, that if there was a change to what we actually built, that would be less than what you were approving tonight, that we would note that to you guys, and that is what we would register with Saginaw. It won't be more, it would be less.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be that's interesting.
Yeah. How do you get to your dock? I was just noticing.
Yeah, it's nice, just walk down the back.
Is it?
How do we get to it?
Yeah.
There's a ramp that.
Oh, there's a ramp.
Yeah, the ramp that runs right out there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a big project. It's gonna be great though.
Wasn't it really great?
This was this prenees?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is where he had the houseboat.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that's why there's the bunkhouse, because the
Oh,
story
is
is.
His daughter,
Yeah.
he got sick of it, and she carved in the side of the bunkhouse.
I love David Casper. So clearly I was there in the 70s.
That's
That's what
interesting.
exists, which is why we call it bunkhouse, or they call it bunkhouse.
Yeah.
That was before me, Jim. I don't know the story.
Lost before. Yeah.
So apparently people brought a houseboat every summer, and they would go on the other side of the dam there, and then the daughter finally got sick of it and said, you need to build me something. So they bought this little spit of land to put this bunkhouse on.
Yeah.
And then over time, that family ended up, the son, I'm thinking, ended up building the house that we're in.
Gotcha.
When he had this, I don't know where it came from, but he had this this houseboat, and he had a bracket on the stern, and he had a small outboard on it. And you'd see him, I mean, it would go along maybe 4 miles an hour, so forth. And he'd be out there, we knew him, and they had a couple kids, about my age, I guess, maybe a little younger. And so we'd see him out there, from time to time. And so as the boat got older, it wouldn't hold water, it wouldn't keep the water out as well. So, hope everybody's listening. So, he put it on the shore, on the marsh, and then blocked it up. And they used it on the edge of the marsh for a while. And, so,
What ended up happening to the house?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. but
We haven't heard
I
of it.
believe it was over
Yeah,
Over
yeah,
here.
yeah, I bet.
on those blocks.
I wonder.
So when I saw the remains of Dan, like, so you're docks in the water all the time,
Yeah.
but you can't go out.
Right.
Well, only on high tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. But low tide, yeah, you can't go out.
But that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's a nice block, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is.
private.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So, who did the plans for it?
Her name is Robin Edgecombe.
Okay, so she's an architect, or,
No, she is a designer.
okay.
I've used her for, my ex-husband and I built a bunch of houses in Freeport, and so she was the designer all along. Whenever we needed an engineer, if there was anything we needed, we would bring one in, but, yeah. she's been
So I just don't
very
see any name on the plan, that's all.
Mhm.
So who did the calculations?
She did.
Okay. So, I don't have any, I mean, this is all, I think, pretty straightforward. Gary, do you have any questions?
No, and she's even got the calculations on page 1 of 2.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't checked them, but I mean,
Yeah,
they're well under.
I would just check and see about, you know, his
Thank you.
savings
I
for later
appreciate
on.
that.
I thought you did. I thought that was, see if you want to do it,
Yeah. You think we can do it right now?
yeah. No.
That's what I figured.
Or you, I thought if you did it, you probably would know
Oh.
exactly which ones to.
Yeah. No, I wanna
to
make
do.
sure it's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I agree.
I mean, this kind of, you know, is, this 30% is a one-time thing, of course. And so we always encourage people to be sure that they count all of the area that they have.
Yeah.
And be careful to make sure they include all of the area.
Yeah.
Not that, I suppose you could go back and replicate, you know, the way it was before, you know, there were errors and so forth. But
Mhm. Who wants to do
we
that?
always try to encourage people to, they really be careful of those calculations, make sure they have all of that 30% available,
Thank you.
which I think you've done. Hmm.
Okay. Nice job.
Thank you.
You notice that the highest annual tide shown on here is 6.7 feet. So, it's chasing Peter on Slade in the night kind of thing, you know, it's like, that must be the mean tide from 6.7 feet, from the average tide, that is the average rate high and low. So they use 6.7. So, the highest annual tide I thought was 11.6, but that's from low. And they're using 6.7. So, the highest tide is 9 and the lowest tide is 0. So that'd be 4.5. So 2.2. So they're using 11.2 as the highest annual tide, which is, I don't know, it doesn't really matter for what they're doing. But it's still, the highest annual tide according to DEP they use is 11.6, which is from low tide, the average low tide. So when did you want to start?
November 1st.
So has anybody talked to Jonathan about this? Has he?
I talked to him today, he looked through it.
Okay.
He said it was straightforward. He's gone over there and looked at it, but no major notes. He's at the
good that he weighed in though,
Yeah,
so. That's good.
yeah, he said it was good. All right, well, any further comment?
I don't,
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
All right, proposed for application approval.
so I'd make a motion, if you'd like, that we approve as presented.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Okay.
All right, congratulations.
Excellent.
Very much.
And you approve. But it's very helpful when you have everything that the ordinance asks for. It just makes it so easy,
Yeah, well,
so
I
that's
know it's
great.
probably a pain getting all this together, but
she did it.
There's a reason.
yeah, saves
I
us a
mean,
lot of
if you
time.
guys have a lot of information that you have to go through, it's good that you have it.